Okay.
It is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Ronan Kavanagh from Ireland, and he's a rheumatologist, and he will read a selected poem today.
Kat, thanks very much for asking me to read a poem. The poem we're going to read is from this amazing little collection of poems called Tools of the Trade. And this is a little book of poetry that was given to all the junior doctors starting in Scotland. And I think the idea behind it was to sort of have it as a companion and as a friend and as a support to them as they navigate the complexities of their new job as doctors. But there's a lovely poem in it, and I've chosen it because it's from an Irish poet. I'm Irish, in case you didn't notice. And it's by John O'Donoghue, and it's called Beannacht, which is the Irish for blessing. I'm not a religious person, but this blessing or prayer for his mother, I think will speak to a lot of you. So on the day when the weight deadens on your shoulders and you stumble, may the clay dance to balance you. And when your eyes freeze behind the grey window and the ghost of loss gets into you, may a flock of colours, indigo, red, green, and azure blue, come in to awaken in you a meadow of delight. When the canvas frays in the currach of thought and the stain of ocean blackens beneath you, may there come across the waters a path of yellow moonlight to bring you safely home. May the nourishment of the earth be yours. May the clarity of light be yours. May the fluency of the ocean be yours. And may the protection of the ancestors be yours. And so may a slow wind work these words of love around you, an invisible cloak to mind your life.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for selection. Ronan, it's such a pleasure, to meet you. And I want to just take 2-3 minutes of your time. You're not only a rheumatologist and back in Europe, in Ireland. So you work as a consultant, but you also have a meeting, a dotMD website, and you have a conference where there is a interfacing of art, medicine, and technology, and it's taking place in June. People can read about it on dotMD. Is it .com?
It's dotMD.ie.
IE. Here we go. I didn't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
This idea of recording poems is we are reading poetry to support and make awareness of physician wellness, and that we are much more than just medical doctors. And why won't you share a tip or two on wellness with the younger colleagues or just generally in medicine, because you do so much of it, and I think you recognize vividly how important it is to be this holistic approach, not only to patient care, but to us, to ourselves.
Well, I suppose the perhaps one of the most important things that I've learned is there is a tendency as doctors to become entirely consumed and build your entire identity around just being a doctor. And the approach I've taken intuitively has been to have many identities, whether it's and to develop them, whether it's as a father or as an artist or a writer or organizing conferences or being into cooking or photography or whatever. Because if you hang on to and hang your hat on one single identity in medicine and something goes wrong, and it will, it's nice to have a sort of a more rounded sense of yourself that you can fall back on and stay anchored in the world.
This is so well said. Completely in support of what you're doing. And thank you so much for bringing, this light to that we are so much more. And, actually being brave and doing it, just going after your passion and inviting others. You have a great line of speakers for this year conference, and I'm hoping to join you remotely at least. And again, thank you so much and have a beautiful weekend.
Yeah, thanks, Kat. All right.